G'day everyone. Hello guys, welcome for a spontaneous special episode of Bite Size Fitness. I wanted to kick off your week with something fantastic. So today we are going live with fellow Fit Pro Janis Isaman. She's going to pop on for a few minutes. She's going to join us from her home in Calgary in Canada. And her and I are going to chat to you guys about all things body positivity, women's fitness and cheese. That sounds like a pretty fantastic trio. I don't know about you, but that sounds pretty great to me. So we'll just wait a few minutes for Janis to jump on and then we will get a chatting. Let me see. There she is. So. All right, so I'm just going to invite Janis to be part of her living room in Calgary. Technology, please work for me today. Technology, please work for me today. You guys know me. You know the experiences I have with technology. I've been this close to throwing my computer out the window several times. My husband wouldn't like that. Hello, Janis.
Hi. Hi, how are you?
Hello, I'm wonderful. How are you doing this morning?
Good, thanks.
Good. It's very nice to see you. Thanks so much for joining us. Can you see and hear me okay?
I can. Can you see and hear me okay?
Yes, I can. Wonderful. You've had your coffee. You ready to chat?
I have had coffee. Very exciting.
Good. Good. So let's jump straight into it. So Janis, you don't call yourself a personal trainer, do you? You call yourself something else. Oh no, we've frozen. Oh no, we've frozen. Janis, you're frozen in actually a really good position. You look really good. When I freeze, I tend to just sort of, you know, freeze with a double chin or a triple chin or something. No, you're frozen in like a really elegant feminine position. I don't even know. I know what's happening right now. No, you've gone. Janis, are you still here? Let's see. Let's try this again. We started and then the internet went a bit. Yes, we're back.
There we go. Sorry, I don't know why that shut off.
That's
all right.
Okay, but you froze in a very flattering position, which I can never do.
Thank you.
So well done. So what, you don't call yourself a personal trainer, what do you call yourself?
So I am actually a movement specialist. So I work with clients to further their goals of, usually it's better posture, better core strength, better stability, things like that. And that's why I'm a movement specialist. I'm looking at those little detailed elements of how we move. So I'm not as interested in aesthetic transformations. Most of my clients are kind of, 32 to 35 and up. And most of them have reconciled that the body type that we've been given is the body type we have. So we're not, with my clients, definitely we do get aesthetic transformations, but it's all based on starting with, this is my body. So wherever I gain adipose tissue is where I gain adipose tissue. And at that age as well, we typically know what we're willing to do to kind of transform. And most people aren't really interested in going on massive diets or things like that. So we're really looking at those little specialized movements of the body to make life more comfortable.
Cool. Make life more comfortable. I love that. I love how you summed that up.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm all about get out of the gym, enjoy your life, and I'm part of someone's life insofar as we want to get out of pain, we want to get out of discomfort, we want to have a functioning, amazing body, but we also, what's the purpose of going to the gym? For most people, it's not a hobby in and of itself. It's to kind of get into a place where you have the energy, the health, the longevity, that zest and appeal for life so that you can get out and go for a walk or ride your bike with your kids. Or, this weekend I actually went to, we have a show jumping arena near our house. So we went and watched horses jump. Wow. So it's pretty passive. But, you need energy to get out and do stuff like that. So life for me isn't about trapping my clients to the gym. It's how do we get you out of the gym so that you can really have your best life.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you. So I love connecting with other trainers who focus on other parts of exercise apart from just the aesthetics. So I'd love to know, what does body positivity mean to you?
Body positivity, I already kind of talked a little bit about it, but it's about saying, So in my case, I'm sitting down and not standing up, but I actually have a smaller waist and bigger hips and thighs and bum. That's just how I'm built. In my 20s, I tried to diet and exercise. That's business away. And I was quite sure that if I just worked hard and I tried hard enough that somehow that would go away. It doesn't. It never will. And the time that I can look back and say I spent 20 hours a week trying to get rid of my basic body shape, it didn't work. So that's kind of how I approach that. I say, your bone structure is your bone structure. Your adipose tissue is what it is. Mm-hmm. Within that, we can get you better posture. We can optimize, eating habits. We can work with what you have, but we can't take you back to, I always laugh and say, my hips are my hips unless and until I'm dead and reborn into a different body. Yeah. So that for me is what body positivity is. We say, it is what it is, and we're going to make this the best version that you are wanting, basically.
Great. I like it. And what do you think is the main fitness or health struggle that you see people dealing with on a day-to-day basis?
That is very easy. So I see people coming in actually with pain. So the word pain gets a little bit tricky to navigate because sometimes people think it's what happens when you drop a can of, Coca-Cola on your foot. That's a kind of acute pain. But what I'm seeing a lot of is people that are just walking around with sore backs, sore shoulders, sore hips, etc. People that have had babies and are leaking when they walk around. That's not okay. None of that is okay. That is not going to give you sort of the energy, the enthusiasm, the confidence to get out there and have hobbies and have energy and feel really great and confident about yourself. So that's a really understated piece of the whole kind of fitness goal world, and that's the only piece that I'm really focused on working on. People should not be having low back pain. People should not have shoulder pain. We should not be wandering around kind of with 8 out of 10 ouchie here, unless you've had, there are certain circumstances where I have some clients that have had kind of chronic, they had a car crash or something like that. And we've had them replaced. But just from sitting at your desk, no, we shouldn't have that. From having a baby, no, we shouldn't have that. So that's kind of the biggest thing that I see that people are coming in with, kind of pain, just pain.
What a wonderful way that you help your clients to get out of physical pain. I mean, I'm sure they love you.
Well, I love my clients, so we're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it makes a massive to somebody's quality of life and lifestyle choices. And what my clients do love about me, I mean, I got a note on the weekend saying, I love that you don't enforce a diet on me. I love that you kind of let me make my own choices. And I do, because I don't think it's my job to say, you've got to, 3 times a week, get a sweat, hit this certain, whatever. If someone really wants to do that, they will be already probably doing it. So I'm not really kind of focused on that group who is wanting that particular piece, because they're probably already with the trainer who's giving that piece.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, isn't it great that there's different types of trainers for all different types?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I think it's great that there are trainers who focus on aesthetic transformation. I think that's awesome, but that's not my goal per se.
Right. So what's one bit of advice you could give to women who are thinking about starting maybe an exercise or a fitness program, but they're not quite sure what to do?
Focus on things that you love. So if you really have no idea, then that might be a little process of exploration. So give yourself that process of exploration. I think the biggest thing that I see is kind of that New Year's resolution mindset, which we've been so trained and so ingrained in us, is that we start out actually backwards. Instead of saying, here, I'm going to run towards something I love, we say, I'm going to do this 3 times a week, 60 minutes. Well, we don't even often know what result we're getting, and we don't know what activity that's going to be. So I think that point A is, actually for me, point A is getting yourself out of pain. If you have a sore
Yeah.
back, stiff neck, stuff like that. We can't progress really with an exercise program until some of that stuff is out of your body. But beyond
Absolutely.
that, you know, if you love riding your bike, forget about setting a goal of going to the gym 3 times a week. Ride your bike. If you love walking, walk. There's kind of, you know, our bodies are meant to move, and it's pretty agnostic. I actually always call myself discipline agnostic. So my focus is on body sustainability. We do need kind of that, you know, strength cardio activity piece to go with that.
Right.
I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's in a gym. I don't care if it involves a weight. I don't care. What it needs to involve is something you love, because you're not going to stay with something you don't. So that's kind of the biggest mistake I see people making. And then part B to that, I actually just wrote a blog on this literally this morning, is carrying around a whole bunch of guilt. So I actually teach an online class, and I get notes all the time saying, oh my God, I'm behind. I mean, I don't know that that sense of guilt and shame actually belongs in the fitness world. Your body doesn't know if you're too work behind. It just sees a binary, yes, we did action activity, or no, we did not. So I think, again, that's kind of speaking to a more female demographic, but we've actually been conditioned to have all of this guilt and shame around not meeting goals or falling behind or things like that. And that mindset is just, it just drives us further into the hole of hatred, willpower, self-flagellation, etc. So those are kind of my top 2 things that I think people kind of go a little sideways with.
Yeah, I love it. So do what you love, and don't feel guilty if, you know, if you need to change it up, or if, you know, don't feel guilty basically about exercise or health.
Totally.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, your life is a long time. It's a long time. So even if you missed 2 workouts last week, on we go. So let's look and come towards, I actually just said in this blog, you know, nobody gets out of a hole by looking down at the hole. They get out by looking up towards the light.
Oh, I like it. That's wise. That was deep. That's good. All right. And now on to our last question, our most important question. What is your favorite kind of cheese? Tell us.
Cheese. Oh my God. I like the most sharp cheddar cheese that's available to mankind. So the longer it's aged, the more I love it. And I'm not afraid of a blue cheese either. So
good. You got to come to Austria. We have the stinkiest cheese in the world here. There is a whole street in Austria. It's 12 kilometers, and it's called the Cheese Street. You can imagine.
Seriously?
Seriously.
I'm Googling plane tickets right now.
It's wonderful, and the stinkier the better. All right, Janis, thank you so much for taking time out of your Monday morning to join us today. I love the tips that you've given. I love that we're on the same page about body positivity and doing exercises you love. Thanks for sharing.
I love that we're both wearing the same outfit. You have a red shirt and I have red pants on.
Yeah, and I have black pants on.
Nice, we're like opposite.
we're on the same page. All right, Thanks, mate, very much for your time. You have a fantastic week.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.